Thank you so much. So, buongiorno everyone from the beautiful Tuscany. Here, this is for us 3 p.m. It's pretty hot, and I know that for most of you, this is the end of the afternoon. So I can imagine that you spend already a lot of time sitting on the chair in front of your desk and that you are really enjoying soothing session. So I would like to show you today very simple tools that you can use in your daily life to improve the quality of your life when you walk a lot. Because we know that the fact to walk in smart walking, very often we walk much more than before the COVID, before the pandemic, let's say. So it's very difficult sometimes to set some boundaries. And of course, the fact that we work from home, we have now a lot of physical tension in the neck, in the shoulders, in the lower back, because maybe we don't have the right chair, we don't have the right desk. So I would like to show you, first of all, simple tools that you can use to let go the tension, but also to let go the tension, the mental tension in front of some deadlines, and also how to give yourself some me times during your work. Let's start now with some gentle exercises just to let go the tension in your neck, because I'm sure that most of you have right now tension here and here. For that, we will do a very simple exercises. We will pronounce 4 different sounds, and we will bring our chin in 4 different directions. I just want to show you how does it work. In that way, we will do it together, and the fact to pronounce the sound will really help you to rest your mind and to let go a lot of physical tension. We will start, for instance, with the sound R, and we will bring our chin very close here to the chest. Then we will pronounce another sound. Please don't do it right now, you just watch. We will bring the chin to the sky, like watching an airplane. Then we come back to the center. Then we will turn our head to the right. We come back to the center, and we could turn the head to the left. Why do we start with this exercise? Because the sounds are really powerful when we feel stressed, when we feel overwhelmed. And you will be surprised to notice after a few minutes that you will feel very calm, and that your breath will become deeper. Let's start. Regarding the position of your hands, you can simply put your hands on your legs if you feel comfortable without any tension on your elbows. Have the sensation that your shoulders are a little bit backward, but without pushing. Okay, so, and I will suggest you to close your eyes, because this is a good occasion to rest your eyes from the screen. First sound, the sound R, we bring the chin close to the chest. Enjoy a deep breath. Release the tension, please, between your teeth and in your jaws, because I'm sure that you keep a lot of tension in this part. Then let's pronounce the sound A, and we bring the chin to the sky like watching an airplane, but always keeping the eyes closed. Enjoy a deep breath. Release the tension with the tongue on your palate. Then very, very slowly, because you have time, let's bring your chin close back to the center, and enjoy again a deep breath. I will suggest you always to breathe from the nose. In that way, you can reconnect in an easy way to your natural breath. Then let's pronounce the sound E, turning the head very slowly to the right. Enjoy a deep breath from your nose. Very, very slowly take your time. Let's go back to the center. And enjoy again a deep breath, always keeping your eyes closed. And then let's pronounce the sound O, turning the head to the left. Oh. Deep breath, always from the nose. And very, very slowly, let's go back to the center, taking your time and enjoy a deep breath. Wonderful. So as you see, this is very simple. This is 4 vocals. This simple exercise is powerful before doing a special phone call, before a meeting. When you finish your work and you would like to clean your mind, you would like to stop thinking of your work, you would like to dedicate your time to yourself, to your family. So now that this exercise is clear for you, let's repeat it very, very slowly. Vocal A, the chin close to the chest. Enjoy a deep breath. Vocal E, we look to the sky. Enjoy a deep breath. Very slowly bring your head to the center, and you should notice a lot of space already between your ears and shoulders. You have a longer neck. Then, very slowly, please turn your head to the right with the sound E. E. Enjoy a deep breath. Very slowly, let's come back to the center. Enjoy a deep breath. Don't be surprised you are hearing the chickens. I am in the countryside. And then let's turn your head to the left with the sound O. O. Deep breath. And very, very slowly, let's come back to the center. And enjoy again a deep breath. Wonderful. Just feel the sensation, keeping your eyes closed. You should have the sensation really that your neck is a little bit longer. And you should have the sensation that there is more space in your shoulder blades, that your shoulder blades are going backward. Then please open your eyes. Wonderful. So this is a very simple exercise that I would suggest you to do that several times during the day because it will really calm your mind. Now, I would like to show you another exercise for your spine. For your spine, because I know when we sit a long time with the wrong posture in front of the desk, in front of the computer, we have tension and the vertebrae are really very close to each other. So this exercise that I will show you is an exercise that you can do sitting, but also in your daily life. I will suggest you to stand up from your chair in order also to reactivate the blood flow. And this exercise is very simple. You just have to put your hands in this way. Okay, no tension. And please put it at the level of your belly, here. Okay, no tension, please, with your elbows. So release the tension with your elbows. Wonderful. Try to be aware of the position of your shoulders. Your shoulders should be really at the same level, let's say. Then inhale from your nose and very slowly with your eyes, just follow this wonderful heart. Raising, 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 raising. You see there is no tension with my hands. This is in this way, no tension with my wrist. Then exhale and open this wonderful flower. And very slowly, let's bring your hands back on your legs and enjoy a deep breath. Now that this exercise is for you clear, let's enjoy it keeping your eyes closed, because it's really important to rest our eyes from the screen. We spend too much time in front of the computer. So again, let's put your hands at the level of your belly. Inhale, let's raise this wonderful heart. Let's follow this heart. Exhale and open this wonderful flower. You should have the sensation to have long, long, long arms without any tension. And then please bring your hands back on your legs and enjoy a deep rest. You should feel that your shoulder blades are going backward, and this is a nice sensation because this is the natural position of our shoulder blades. Once again, inhale from your nose, very slowly, enjoy the slowness. You can have the sensation that this is the sunset, the rays of the sunset, and then exhale and open this wonderful flower. And enjoy a deep breath, close your eyes, just feel the sensation. I don't know what's about you, but for me, I feel much more space in my chest, and this is a nice sensation. I feel much more space here in this part. So today we will talk about happiness while smart working. What does it mean, first of all, happiness at work? In my opinion, happiness means a perfect harmony. It can be moments of harmony, but a very nice sensation to feel in peace, to really enjoy what we are doing, to be grateful because we feel a lot of inspiration doing our work. And we are human beings. It's clear that we cannot always be happy at work. But one thing is sure, we can really enjoy our quality of life with little details. And let's start immediately with the morning, the breakfast. I don't know how many, I would like to see you better, so let's see. Please raise your hands if you feel comfortable. How many people have the sensation to have a healthy breakfast in the morning? Ah, this is good. Okay, very nice. Okay. Yes, the breakfast, some people wake up in the morning, they are really not hungry. And then they start to get hungry around 10, 11 a.m. And then they get very, very hungry. So this is really important to find a way, to find a good balance in the morning with our breakfast in order to really get the energy what we need. So for those who feel really not hungry at all, I would suggest you really try to start with some fruits, because we have slept, I don't know how many hours. Some of us, we sleep maybe 5 hours, maybe 7 hours. The body needs really hydration, so we need water. So the freshness of fruits can really help us, first of all, to give us the energy that we need. There are some people, they need something salty. There are other people, they need something sweety. So really ask your body, because every day it changes. Dear body, what do I need today? What should I give you today? And then as soon as you really take the time to listen to your body, I will suggest you to give that to your body. So we are talking about the morning routine. The morning routine is really important because it will, how can I say that? It will really transform the rest of your day. So happiness at smart working, smart always starts already with your morning, with the rituals that you want to bring in the morning. There are some people who are night owl, there are people that are early bird. So please tell me, raise your hand, who is an early bird? Oh, okay, good. Please raise your hand, who is a night owl? I can imagine that exactly. While smart working, we are more a night owl. Please, do you have the sensation? And you raise your hand. If you have the sensation, wow, a lot of people. Okay. Do you have the sensation that you give to your body enough sleep, or that your body will need a little bit more sleep? Uh-huh. Okay. Ah, good. This is great. So you have to know that the human being usually the normality, we need about 7 hours to be really to have a fresh mind. Because if we accumulate a loss of sleep, it will bring that we will become really more and more nervous, and we will become more and more fragile. It means that we will become very, how can I say that, a kind of irritation. Everything can make us very nervous. So I can imagine that for a night owl, it's difficult to say, okay, I will go early to bed. But you can find some solution, and we will talk about that later in order to improve the quality of your sleep. So the thing is that you really have, it's important to be aware of how many hours do I need to feel well. When you are aware of your biological balance, okay, for me, for instance, I know that I really need 7 hours. I know that if I don't sleep during several days, 7 hours, I will pay a high price with the quality of my work. Everything will look like a mountain to climb. So this is really important for me that I give the possibility to say, okay, Sandrine, it will be good that at 11 p.m. I go to my bed. What I do as strategy, I use my timer. I use my phone. I put my phone far away from where I am in order to stand up when my timer will clean and will tell me, Sandrine, it's time to go to the bathroom. It's time to go to bed. This is really a very good strategy that we can do. So now, before we continue to talk about nutrition and another important point to enjoy our work-life balance, I would like to show you another nice exercise for the eyes, because yes, our eyes are really tired, especially you, because for you it's already tired, it's already late. So let's do the following exercise for the eyes. Let's imagine that in front of you, you have a big clock, you know, like at the train station. So try to visualize this big clock in front of you and imagine that this big clock is big like your face, let's say that, okay? So please, let's fix right now noon. It's 12 o'clock with your eyes, and try not to move your head. Please don't forget to breathe. I will suggest you to breathe always from your nose. Every time when you breathe out from your nose, it's a sensation of pleasure. Wonderful. Let's look now at 6 o'clock without moving your head. And don't forget to breathe. Release the tension between your teeth. Wonderful. Let's look now at 3 o'clock. And breathe. Do you feel how many tension you have in your jaws? Wonderful. Let's look now at 9 o'clock. Can you hear your breath? Now, let's look at 2 o'clock. Release the tension in your glutes. Wonderful. Let's look now at 7 o'clock. Wonderful. Let's look now at 11 o'clock. Don't forget to breathe, release the tension in your knees. And then please, let's look at 5 o'clock. Wonderful. Then please, let's fix a point at the center far away from you. Release the tension in your jaws. Wonderful. So you see, this is a nice exercise, again, that you can do in your daily life, that will give some flexibility to the muscles of your eyes, that will give also the possibility to your eyes to become a little bit stronger, because I'm sure that with the pandemic, our eyes are pretty weak now. This is what they have noticed, for instance, with the teenagers who were all doing school with the, yes, school from home with the computer, the eyes are very weak now. So we need to practice every day something for our eyes. Now I would like to show you a wonderful exercise to release the tension in your jaws and between your teeth. So for those who are wearing glasses, I will suggest you to put away your glasses and please put your fingers under your eyes. You should feel two bones. Okay, wonderful. Do you feel them? Wonderful. Feel the freshness of your fingers. Don't push too much. Just enjoy the freshness. Wonderful. And then let's do a gentle cycle in this way. Very nice. So don't push and close your eyes. This is again another occasion to rest your eyes from the screen. So this is a nice way to have a break. For instance, you have to make a phone call. You don't want to make this phone call. You have to send this email. You don't want to send this email. You would like to have a break. You would like to go outside, but it's not possible. This is a very nice way to pamper yourself in a very short time. And then this rotation is becoming wider and wider and wider. And you notice that your teeth, your jaws, your muscles are really enjoying that. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, yes. Perfect. Always keeping your eyes closed. Just please stop now at the center. Just feel the sensation. Very nice. And then please change the rotation. Oh, this is good. So you can do that also, you know, when you're in the traffic jam, during a trip, a long trip, or in the train, anywhere. You can do this wonderful exercise just to massage these two bones. Wonderful, perfect. Then please bring your hands on your legs. Keep your eyes closed and just feel the sensation. I'm sure that this is a nice sensation here at the level of your face, because you know we keep a lot of tension in the face. We are so, our work life is so intense. This is the reason why we should really learn to use our hands, our fingers to let go the tension. Let's do an interesting exercise for our ears. Please take your ears here with your fingers in this way and just massage your ears. I know some of you are wearing headphones. It's not easy, I can imagine, but you can try maybe to put it here just to massage a little bit. Ah, this is nice. This is perfect, exactly. Just massage, you take with your both fingers, you just enjoy this one. It will help you also for the concentration. Wonderful. Then I would like to show you, I know for those who have big headphones, it's not easy, but this is something that I have learned in a monastery, because a lot of monks, they have to stand up very early in the morning, they have to meditate many hours. So sometimes you want to fall asleep. So I saw that they use this beautiful method in order not to fall asleep. And this is what I use, for instance, after my lunch. Because after my lunch, usually I would like to have a nap, and it's not possible because I will have maybe a meeting or something else. So I use this method. Please put your head at the top of your head here, and the other hand here over your neck. Huh? Wonderful. Let's start massaging. Okay, together, a cycle in an energical way. Okay. Do you feel how the roots of your hair? Love it? This is nice, huh? Okay, it will help you also when you have to do a special work you don't want to do. You have to be concentrated on Excel sheet figures. Wonderful. Stop, please, at the center, and let's do the other rotation. Okay, this is really at the top of your hair, at the center if you can. This is very good. Wonderful. Perfect. So now, please put your hands again on the legs. This is good. I'm sorry, there are a lot of chickens and not a lot of chickens. There are two chickens and they are very excited this afternoon. So it's not true when we think that chickens talk always in the morning. They talk also in the afternoon. You have to know that. Okay, so another thing, we're talking about nutrition, healthy breakfast. Let's talk about comfort food, because I know that while we are doing the smart working, again, we don't want to make this phone call. We don't want to make this work. It's really boring, so we try to escape, and sometimes we go to the kitchen and we take this and we take that, and then we eat. So what can we do instead of using food as comfort food during the work? The first thing, if the first advice that I will suggest you is to leave the room, the place where you are. Because if you don't want to do something, it's fine. Just do a break, stand up from your chair. I know that in India, in a lot of places in this moment, maybe it's very hot, so it's not very nice to go outside, but I will suggest you really to try to go to make some steps outside, just to breathe, just to open the windows if it's possible. If it's rainy, if the weather is not nice, I will suggest you then to find another occupation. I don't know, for instance, if you are plant lover, but if you have a nice plant, for instance, it can be really nice to concentrate to say, okay, I will water right now my plant. I will clean a little bit my plant. You need a distraction in order not to use food as comfort food, because food as comfort food, this is only something that we need. This is like an addiction. This is really, we need comfort. So you have to think, what can give me comfort instead of food? Maybe it could be nice to have a phone call with someone that will make me laugh, for instance. Something really that I can, we say in German, there is a wonderful word which is called Ersatz. Ersatz, there is no translation for that. This is something that we need to replace. So what can I do to replace this need of comfort food? What can make me feel good instead of the food? This is really the point that you have to find the way. Huh? So we are talking about food, but there are other things while smart working that make us feel really very nervous. For instance, we have a deadline. We really don't know how to make it. Everyone is sending us email. We have to do this, we have to do that. Our family is waiting for us. We have to make these phone calls. We feel guilty. We feel angry. We don't have enough me time. So what can we do? We feel that inside us, there is a volcano. So instead of exploding, because we control always, we can use again the sound. If you are the most of us, we don't live alone, so we have to be very discreet when we use the sound. But I would like to show you a very powerful sound that will help you not to explode like a volcano. And for that, we will use the sound ah, in silence. So it means that when I have really the sensation that I can really say to everyone, oh, come on, I cannot see you anymore. I want to throw everything away. I can throw away my desk. We can pronounce a silent sound ah and imagine to be at the top of the mountain. So don't be afraid to really open widely your mouth when you will pronounce this silent R. You should feel really all the muscles of your face, okay? So please visualize a beautiful place where you have been, that you have seen somewhere on a mountain, a lot of space, okay? Wonderful. Now we will open the arms and scream a silent R. Let's start. Don't be shy, open your mouth. It's so helpful, really. It will help you to let go a lot of tension. Wonderful. Again, second silent up. Wonderful, very nice. The third are really that you should feel a complete sensation of freedom. Wonderful. Keep your eyes closed. Let's bring your hands back on your legs. And please just feel the sensation. I have to open the door because it's very hot here. So you will hear more the chicken now. Okay, wonderful. So this is a very nice exercise that you can do when you have the sensation it's too much for me. I really don't know how to make it. And I can really tell you that if you pronounce this silent R 3 times, 5 times, you will not explode. You will have a certain distance. So it's a very good strategy that you can use. For instance, if you are not alone and you feel the need to explode, you can go, for instance, to the bathroom. Nobody will see you, and then you scream this silent R, and it will really help you. And another thing, we were talking about to have the right desk, to have the right chair when we are at work. At the office, it's wonderful because at the office, the company gives us everything what we need. But at home, maybe some of us, we work at the table of the kitchen with not the right chair, not the right level of the chair. We also have another problem that sometimes we will work from a couch. So we have a wrong posture. And this is the reason why it doesn't look like, but it's more difficult for us with the wrong posture to have the right concentration. So I would like to show you a technique that can be helpful for some of you. For others of you, it can be more difficult because you have so many tension in your neck and in your shoulders that you will feel pain. But I would like to show you the following. We need to learn to sit on the seat bones when we are in front of the computer, but also during our meals. Seat bones, a wonderful word in English. These are the bones in which we sit. So please, let's put your left hand under your left glute and your right hand under your right glute. Okay, for some of you, you are on the yoga mat maybe, so it's more difficult, but also on the yoga mat, it's nice. Open gently your both glute. Wonderful, perfect. Okay, here we are. Already you feel a new balance. Put now your hands on your legs, somewhere, okay? And you should feel that there is a sensation of lightness at the level of your shoulders and at the level of your lower back. It means that you sit 100% on your left glute and 100% on your right seat bones, sorry, not glute, seat bones. If you still feel tension, try again to move on your glute. And then the other point is when I sit on my chair, my back doesn't touch the chair. So I need to come forward. I need to sit almost at the border of my chair. In that way, it gives me the possibility to open backward my shoulder blades. Because as we said before, the normal position of our shoulder blades is to be backward, not forward. Because today we do everything forward because we type so many messages on the phone. We walk typing. So we are really like this. And it's really a pity. So really try every time to bring your shoulder blades backward. And another nice thing that could really help you to give you energy when you are at your desk is not only the right position, because this position on your desk is also very helpful during your meals, for instance, because if you really learn and practice every day to sit on your seat bones, you will help your digestive system to work less because you don't sit on your stomach, but your spine will be straight. If your spine is straight, it means that you will have, if your digestive system works less, it means that you will have a better concentration and very helpful after your lunch and you have a meeting. It will really help you. But let's come back to the desk. Please raise your hand who has the sensation that there is a lot of mess on your table, on your desk. You have the sensation, Mama, there are so many papers, so many things. Don't be shy. Okay, so this is things. I can imagine that the fact that you see so much mess on your table, some people feel well with the mess. This is a kind of comfort, but the mess can really take you with some energy. So there is a strategy that you can use during the smart working is to use some boxes. Okay, I need to have a very clear mind. I put everything, all the mess in these boxes, and I put it there under my table. It can be really a nice sensation to have a very clean table. This is really what I will suggest you to use some boxes to put all the mess every time there. And then when you finish your work, of course, if you need a mess, you put away again the mess on your table. So this is these things. And another nice thing that gives a lot of power and energy, this is the power of the flower, of the plants. Please raise your hand who has some flower, who is used to have some flowers on his desk. Wow, nice. Okay, this is really only a lady thing and maybe a plant. Nobody the plant. Okay. So, I was used to, I'm really using now the strategy to use every Monday when I start my week. I try to find nice, fresh flowers. Because when I have the sensation that I have a lot of work to do, and it will be a very challenging work, when I watch my flowers, I'm talking on the phone, I have a Zoom call, I get relaxed immediately because the freshness of the flowers helps you also to feel your mind fresh. This is what we need. Because when we don't have the possibility to have a lot of breaks, just watch the freshness of your flowers and it will really help you. So now, before I show you another strategies and techniques that we can use, let's do again something for the neck and for the shoulders. Let's do the following. Let's put, please, your right hand on your left shoulder and try to be aware that your shoulders are the same level. This exercise, you can also do that in your daily life standing. Again, the idea is to reactivate always your blood flow. Inhale, very slowly raise your right elbow up, 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 up. Exactly. This is a round movement. Take your time. And then you raise your arm and the wrist will be in this way. No tension. Okay. So this is really this idea. And then exhale and you bring very, very slowly your arm. I will suggest you to put the palms of your hands looking to the ground. Less tension. Very well. And then you bring it back on your leg and enjoy a deep breath. Always from your nose. Wonderful. Now that this exercise is for you clear, let's enjoy it keeping your eyes closed. Let's put please your left hand on your right shoulder. Okay. Inhale, raise your left elbow up, 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 up. Wonderful. Enjoy the sensation to extend more and more the left side of your body. And then exhale, the palms of your hand is looking to the ground. Very well. And then enjoy a deep breath when your hand is back on your legs. Release the tension in your glute. Always observe your glute. Always observe the position of your hands. If you feel tension, let it go. Again, the right hand on your shoulders. Inhale, up, 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 up. Wonderful. Exhale, you have the sensation to have a very long right arm. Beautiful. And let's bring your arms beside your body. Enjoy a deep breath. Your head is at the center. Very nice. And enjoy the slowness. Let's put now your left hand on your right shoulder. Your head is more at the center. More at the center. Very good. Inhale, raise your elbow up, 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 up. Wonderful. Exhale. And then let's bring, this is good. Let's bring your arm back and just feel the sensation. You should have the sensation to have longer arms, to have more the sensation of spaceness in your chest, a nice sensation. Wonderful, because we spend a lot of time typing. We have tension in the wrist, and I would like to show you very simple exercises again that you can do to make this tension in a nice way. So let's do the following. Open please your fingers in this way. Make this position comfortable. Maybe for some of you it's nice to extend it, for some of you it's nice to bend it. It depends on the anatomy of your body. Make it really, try to have really nice position. Wonderful. Okay, inhale, close your fingers. Always from your nose. Exhale and open it. Again, inhale, close it, exhale, and open it. And then keep your eyes closed, and let's repeat it again 2-3 times. Inhale, close your fingers. Exhale, open it widely, widely. Once again, inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Now, let's do this wonderful movement in this way. Okay. You have to know that in Italy, when someone makes us nervous, when someone really says, wow, it's really someone very heavy, we say, wow, mamma mia, che palle, when someone is asking us always to do something. So this is a movement that you can do because it's always like away, 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 and you give some flexibility also in your wrist. This is a nice way. Perfect. Here we are. Perfect. Let's put down your hands. You should feel a nice sensation. A sensation of spaceness, a sensation of lightness in your fingers. Then the last exercise that I would like to suggest you for your hands is the following. Let's take this in this way and let's enjoy the extension of the first one. Wonderful. Exactly. The third one. Here we are, extended. Very nice. The third one, make it longer, longer, longer. Press this gently. This is a nice sensation. The fourth one. And then the little one. Perfect. Let's switch the hand. Here we are. Here we are. Yes. This is good. And this is good. Perfect. So let's go back again to a strategy that we can use when we have the sensation that everyone is asking us something, we don't have enough me time, we are doing everything for the others, and what's about us? So we can use, again, a silent sound. And this is the sound O, like blowing the wind. When you have the sensation that you need to create a little bit space around you, because really you need to find yourself, you need to feel more centered, we will pronounce several times the sound O, like blowing the wind. You have two possibilities, or you can do like this, or you can do a half cycle when you need to create space around you, like blowing the wind. And then when your head is back to the center, just feel the sensation, keeping your eyes closed. Again, this is a sensation to feel calma, to feel really the sensation that we have created a little bit space, we have a certain distance. So now, another question. I would like to ask you something about your relationship to your phone. I know that a lot of us, we have spent a lot of time on the phone. And I know that a lot of us hate the phone. Please raise your hand. Who hates his phone? Nobody? Okay, good. Yes, the phone. Another question. Do you think that it will? Yes. Oh, yes, exactly. We hate the phones because the phones is for us synonymous of like a vampire. It takes us a lot of time away. It means we have to solve problems and it takes us energy away. So the first thing that we can do with our phone, first of all, is maybe to change the sound of the bell, of the ring, because there are some people, they have a very stressful sound. Beep, 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 beep. So maybe you could try to find a sound that will relax you when the phone will ring. This is the first thing. The second thing is it could be really helpful also while smart working, when you have to be really concentrated, not only to put your phone on silent close to your desk, but what about to put your phone far away from your desk? In that way, you have really the sensation that your energy will be completely dedicated to your work. This is really something that I would suggest you when you need your concentration, when you don't want to do any kind of multitasking, because you know that multitasking is really something that takes us away energy. I would suggest you really to take your phone on silent and to put it there. So, okay, you will say, but I need that people can reach me. Maybe my boss needs to reach me, or another teammate needs to reach me. So what can I do? I can use the Pomodoro technique. Maybe you have heard about this wonderful technique that I use. I use my phone, my timer, 25 minutes. And I know that for 25 minutes, I will work only on this task and nobody can disturb me. So this is really something. We think that 25 minutes is a very short time, but in 25 minutes, you can do a lot of things if you are not disturbed, if you don't get distracted. So really the Pomodoro technique, this is something that I will suggest you to use 25 minutes. You put your timer. And another thing, do you have the sensation that your lunchtime is too short? You eat too fast? Please raise your hand. Who have the sensation, Mamma Mia, I eat in 2 minutes. In 5 minutes, it's over. Okay. So raise your hand, please. Who eat during the work? I mean, who eat in front of the computer? Okay, good. Okay, so this is this one. Please raise your hand who has the sensation that you spend less than 10 minutes for your lunchtime. Okay, good. I would like to show you a wonderful strategy because it's really important. The lunchtime is such a gift. This is a moment that we can enjoy. This is a moment in which we can enjoy a break that we deserve without feeling guilty. This is a break in which we can refresh our mind. This is a very precious moment. This is a sacred moment. So there is a technique that you can use when you would like to eat a little bit more slowly. You know the tempo of the valsa, this dance, this is 3. 1, 2, 3. Uno, due, tre. Uno, due, tre. So you can do the following. When you take, for instance, your fork, I take a bite, I bring my fork down, I masticate, and I count to 3. And then again, I take a bite, I put my fork down. Every time when you take a bite, you put your fork down. And I can tell you that in this way, you will eat really very slowly, and you will be surprised. Maybe if you listen to your body, you will notice that you won't feel the need to eat so much. Maybe you will not be able to finish your meal because you will notice, I'm fine. Because if we really learn to use the slowness during our lunchtime, we will get much more energy when we go back to work. So I can imagine that a lot of us, when we have a busy day, we eat fast, we eat maybe much more than we need, and then we feel tired. It's 3 p.m., we would like to have a nap. Have you heard about the power nap? Do you know what is the power nap? Okay, good. The power nap, in my opinion, is really not something that we should do every day, but I think that when we are tired, especially for people who are night owls, and we're really exaggerating, going very, very late to bed, and they had to stand up early in the morning. So this is really a nice thing. You drink a cup of coffee, and then immediately after your cup of coffee, you go resting, putting your timer. I think that the maximum should be not more than 15 minutes. It's really surprising. When the timer will ring, you will get a lot of energy. So this is the power nap. Then, another thing is, let's talk about the after work. But before talking about the after work, I would like to show you another strategy that you can do when you need to calm your mind. And it could be also maybe a ritual to conclude your day of the work, because this is the problem with the smart working. We have difficulty to set boundaries. Usually after dinner, we continue working because we feel always guilty. We have always the sensation it's never enough what we are doing. So we have difficulty to say no. So we need to create for ourselves some ritual to say, okay, I will stop now working. The first thing that we can do is when I wake up in the morning and I schedule my day, I have to say, okay, today I want to start working at this day, and today I will stop working at this day. You have to have the courage to set the limit. This is really important, to set the boundaries. And the rituals are very helpful for that. The first thing that you can do is, again, using the sound. We will repeat this time 3 times a sound, keeping our eyes closed. This is a wonderful exercise that you can standing doesn't work, lying it doesn't work, and it will really help you to clean your mind from all the problems and issues that you had to solve during the day, and it will help you to enjoy the new chapter that you will start, the new evenings that will come. So let's start with the sound R that we will pronounce 3 times. If you do that keeping your eyes closed, you will enjoy it much more. Enjoy a deep breath. It's important to pronounce these sounds. These sounds are really powerful. Let's pronounce now together the sound A. Let's pronounce now the sound E 3 times. E. Deep breath. Let's pronounce now the sound O 3 times. Enjoy a deep breath. And then the sound OO 3 times. Ooh. 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 Deep breath, and now all together A, E, I, O, U. A, E, O. And just listen to the sensation. Maybe you feel not only very calm and your breath is deeper, but maybe you feel also colder because you have breathed a lot. So this is a very powerful exercise that can also help you when you have sleep disorder issues. Please open your eyes. So let's imagine that now you come to the end of the walk. You have decided to set very clear boundaries that you stop walking. What about your hobbies? I can imagine that a lot of us with the pandemic, we have given up completely our hobbies. So we are only walking, and we are only doing things that are about the duties. So what is your hobby? This is really a reflection that you can ask yourself every day. What makes me feel good? What could make me feel good? What is my me time? This is really important that you give yourself this little me time in order to reconnect to yourself, to your true self, because in that way you will be able not to be more productive at work, but also around you. The people around you will be able also to get much more about you. For instance, with the pandemic, it's very difficult really to travel. An idea could be, okay, I cannot travel. My dream was always to go to Paris. But what about to give yourself a week in which you dedicate, okay, this week I will be in Paris from home. You decide, for instance, to cook French food, to watch French films, to listen to French music, that you really have the sensation during 1 week that you are in France, in Paris. It could be something nice. We really have to be nourished from our inspiration. This is something that we really need. The other thing is, I know that with all the tension that we have, it's normal, especially during the weekend. We want to see friends, we want to drink, we want to smoke, we want to eat more. But this is really, again, I have nothing about the fact that we drink and that we smoke. It's normal. We are human beings. We need to let go the tension. But in order really to enjoy it without paying a very high price, we have, again, to think, what are my real needs? What can I do instead of drinking and smoking all the weekend, for instance? What can make me feel good? And probably what would make you feel very good is the contact with the nature. This is really what we need. If you have the possibility, I don't know how is the weather in this moment, but if you have the possibility, try to enjoy some walks, always in the contact with the nature, because this is the nature can, in a very fast way, give us back the energy that we need. And for those who have uh, sleep disorder issues, you have difficulty to fall asleep, or you wake up in the night and then you cannot fall asleep anymore because you think too much, there is something that you can try to do. You just have to put your hand, one hand on your forehead, the other hand on your belly, and you just breathe. You know, the head, this is where is the mind, the belly, this is where is the second brain, we say, and you just breathe. And if you are patient and you just breathe, you will notice that after 5 minutes, your breath will become very calm. And another strategy that I use when I notice that my mind is very excited and I am in bed and I cannot fall asleep, this is really to count all the good things that have happened during the day, that I feel really a kind of gratitude. I don't know why, but I never succeed to finish to the end of the day. I already fall asleep, you know? So this is a very simple method that you can try to use. And some people count their blessings, but I would suggest really to count all the good things that have happened in your day, because there are so many things that we think it's normal, but we have really to feel gratitude about that. So what is the take-home message that we can really take? This is really important to give to ourselves moments in which we can slow down to find ourselves, to find really the reconnection to our center. As soon as you have the sensation, okay, I'm doing everything for these others, what about me? Try just to put your hand in this way and close your eyes. Just put your hands here and close your eyes. I'm sure that you are noticing this is a nice sensation. This is here your true self. This is the place of your soul. And your soul is the synonymous of our intuition, our inner voice. And your soul, your intuition will always tell you at the right moment, if you take the time to listen to it, what do you need in this moment? And you just need to listen to your soul, to your intuition. And the advice that your soul, your intuition will give you will be always right. This is really something that you can completely trust because the soul doesn't joke. The intuition is really something that we can completely 100% trust. So when you need to find yourself, just put your hand in this beautiful place. And that's it. So I don't know if we have time for any question or if you have any questions. It's my pleasure. It was really very nice to share with you this moment, to see your smiles. So